Welcome back to the winners quarterfinals. We've got Team Zoo, which is Porklet and Tool, going to be facing off against Get Clipped On, the classic scæry and Enforcer, the Hoops veterans here. Enforcer going to start us off, sending it to the ceiling. That's going to be Enforcer's kind of like his bread and butter. He loves sending it to the ceiling and utilizing it off the ceiling.
So, do Bambi and Porklet and Tool. I was expecting Bambi because I'm used to seeing them as a three-man team. Do they play in these often?
They do, actually. We always have these for cash prizes, and Porklet and Tool, typically they've been showing up to the like $75 ones we've had in the past. I think this is their first, maybe their second Summer Slam tournament. But yeah, they have even won one, I believe.
I like Porklet's skin choice here, showing a little bit of love to the new North America regional champs.
Excellent clear from the backboard for him. Yeah, Porklet and Tool, they play very, very quickly. Also, their touches are extremely accurate. But that pass right there to the corner, not going to find it. I'd say they're accurate, and he's aiming for the corner, but it's just shy. Porklet taking the ball off of Tool's car.
So accurate. Whiff shot.
That's how it goes.
Oh,
no, dude.
Scæry with the shot. What a save.
It's a crazy save.
Tool gets across the line. Porklet puts one back up. Dangerous situation off the rim.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Porklet.
Porklet.
No, your face.
His poor face. That's going to be a headache. Scæry just takes the simple shot.
Rim.
Yeah. Oh,
rim,
gosh.
Face.
We've got an
like
emote for that.
Meet each other.
Oh, that's got to hurt.
There it is in the chat. I see it.
The dignity hurts worse than a headache for sure. Into the corner. Porklet and Tool are fighting over whose ball that's supposed to be. Enforcer does get the advantage. It's still found in the corner. Lift up, not in the net yet. But yeah, I think Tool and Porklet are going to struggle a little bit with the ball as it bounces off the rim. It's tough to figure out exactly where the ball is going to bounce to. I think what we're going to see from Get Clipped On is they know a general area where the ball is going to go. Like they're going to know if it's up somewhere or if it's to the left or the right.
See him struggle there a little bit off the net as you're talking about it.
Yeah. But really that's enough to give them a tempo advantage if the ball bounces off the rim and Get Clipped On happens to be the first ones to respond. Tool. Pass down to Porklet. Look at that shot! Lightning straight at the backboard. Scæry is going to have a touch to the ceiling. It's not quite out yet. The save from Scæry leaves much to be desired.
You know, I talked about it last game. Clearing into the ceiling, not always the best strategy here in, on the court. Right below your ceiling is the basket, and that's exactly where it's going to go back in. But the pacing like you're talking about and finding that rhythm, it does feel, at least Porklet we've watched twice, try and stop for a ball that he's trying to read coming off the net and flip, and he's just completely out of the play for a moment there. So I do believe, as you were saying, that is going to be a big indicator here between these two teams. They're going to have to get some down-the-field accurate shots or these types of plays to really take the W. Brutal.
Tool is a bully.
Porklet.
Or Porklet, yeah, Porklet's a bully from underneath. Just slams.
Once and then chases him down.
Oh, poor guy. He was the last one to save it for sure. Scæry tried to set up a pass to Enforcer. So Scæry was stranded on his opponent's backboard, and it was actually a perfect pass over to Tool, who just dribbles it all the way across the court. Enforcer with the lift. Tool flying in over the rim to get the save. Now down to Scæry. Scæry looking for the 50. Actually gets it around Porklet. It's lifted up. He just needs one more touch to keep it out of Porklet's reach, and it's 2-2. Get Clipped On brings it back.
Yeah, that previous shot you were talking about, it just made me think of it for the carrying it all the way down the field, or down the, God, I'm gonna say field over and over again. It's such a habit. Down the court here, it's really not that big of a friendship from both sides. It's really not that big of a distance for a self carry for Tool or Porklet. You know, these guys that through rival series were doing it from their own corner on the pitch, which is a bit longer play area, so that's something that I'd expect them to have really good control over. Distance.
Wait, it was an assist. Scæry gets bumped off the back wall by Enforcer, but he got sent towards the ball, so he gets to use his flip.
He just wanted to make sure that he was going to get there in time with all the tools he could possibly have at his disposal. He was helping him out.
That's a crazy shot.
What was that?
I'm telling you, man, scæry is nuts. He finds the crazy angles and the impossible dribbles, and that shot right there is just barely above the rim. Porklet and Tool kept completely unawares, and that's going to get clipped on just a goal ahead. And here we got another friendship. That goes to show just how much Porklet and Tool have played in our tournaments. They are, not only are they used to seeing the friendships, but they're performing them.
They're doing it well. That one was clean. Both teams actually hit that really clean. Both got there right on time, and both of them straight down the center. So they definitely know what they're doing. Trying to get the read here to bring it off scæry, though, and across. This is where you got to worry about Tool and Porklet, is when they're able to have a little bit of space to work with to go for these touches. That's where they can get creative.
Taking off of scæry's car, Enforcer going to get the block onto Tool, sending it straight down. Porklet's going to be on this one first. He taps it over in Tool's direction. I don't think that shot's a possible one to make. scæry with the 50, straight to the ceiling. Next up, Tool taking his sweet time. Just a single shot, but Enforcer has pre-jumped that all the way from his backboard, has that one swatted away. Porklet can't find a way around scæry, and Tool is rimmed. He's killed for it.
Was it Porklet or Tool that hit it the first time?
I think it was Tool that was just completely rimmed out. He couldn't find a way through.
Nice save.
50
Double
from Enforcer.
commit.
Yeah, that double commit I think is going to be huge as scæry takes the shot. Nice, right to the front of the net. Tool from the backboard does have barely a touch. It's going to bounce straight upward. No one reads it. Enforcer doesn't have the touch next. It's going to be up to scæry to land that 50. Now over to the side. Tool got a little bit of time here. Bouncing off the rim. scæry making a valiant retreating save effort to keep that one clear. As the clock ticks down, Tool is going to keep it lifted up, but now scæry clears it all the way over to the net. Enforcer with the dunk. That's an alley-oop.
Does it count as an alley-oop if you're inside the basket at the time that you hit it? Okay, I guess he's just above it. For the camera angle I had, I was like, he's in the net. I don't know if it's an alley-oop if you're in the net. That's like some sort of illegal
foul.
I don't know what you would call that in basketball.
2 fouls.
Somebody throw the flag.
Oh man, that movie's hilarious. All right, game 2. Get clipped on. Winning game 1. A little bit surprising. Like I said, Tool and Porklet have they I believe you could say before they're precursors to scæry and Enforcer, because they were playing in a bunch of our tournaments seemingly every week. And then scæry and Enforcer are kind of a recent phenomenon where they've been participating in our last few months, where they absolutely dominate the scene until they reach the very finals teams, and then we get some really close matches. And scæry and Enforcer, I think they kind of struggle when they're up against a just solid rotation and defensive positioning. But if the defense is opened up just a little bit, scæry and Enforcer can do crazy plays against your net. Here's Tool, sending it down. Enforcer on the backboard, sending it all the way back. scæry playing very passively, going all the way back to his backboard. He's looking for Enforcer next, gets the pass and the demo to Enforcer, looking for one more bump onto Porklet, but wait, the ball bounces up. The shot from Enforcer wasn't enough. Porklet sends it all the way back. Now Tool, back to Porklet. Porklet lifts it. Enforcer sending it straight down. He wants one more touch from the sidewall. Porklet lifting it up, but scæry's got the pass to Enforcer. He just needs to send it straight down. No, man, that fake completely baited out Tool from the backboard. He felt like he had to do the block right from the backboard, but Enforcer, no touch for him, just sends it in.
Yeah, looking for it. It's hard to do when you're expecting that touch to come, and at that close of range, you just kind of have to respect the fact that you think that they're gonna hit it, whether they're going for the fake or not. Off of that, it's what is going on? scæry, quit being a bully.
Tool's got the shot.
Creative touch.
He had to do that one more touch though, because otherwise the defense is clearing it back to his half. He does have the 50 here. It's gone up nice and high. Enforcer going to be the first one on that ball. Getting swatted away by Porklet. Now all the way up to the ceiling. scæry's on 4 boost. That's about the only touch he can manage. Tool going for the dribble. Gets past the defender. Wait, was the defender hit?
I am just going to go ahead and say yes. Porklet is coming through. Yeah, my.
See ya.
Yeah, Porklet came through and went for the air bump. Got it. Looks like we're going to have another friendship face-off here.
Yeah, I gotta say, Team Zoo, their friendship is really smooth, but Enforcer gets the better of it, reading that net and rim perfectly, sending it one more time into the net. That's a tough read. I think Porklet, also he had his boost stolen away from him. He has to deal with his own rim.
Just tough all the way around for him there.
Exactly. All right, no shenanigans for this kickoff. Down to Enforcer. He's lifted it up, but Porklet on the back wall is exactly what he wants as he finds Tool on the way there. Tool does not manage the touch, and Enforcer is killed. It's going to be up to Tool. I guess Porklet does spawn on the correct side. He goes in after it. Tool's on 12. I don't think scæry realizes that. And scæry goes up. Enforcer with the save off the rim. Tool now to the backboard. Gonna get a block onto Enforcer. Enforcer is killed. We got a very physical game out for Zoo. Get clipped on it. Feels like every single moment they're just getting chased or murdered.
I think that that's really where they need to go to. They're gonna need a very aggressive kind of in-your-face game. Zoo needs to get these demos, get these bumps. The overall knowledge in hoops, I am guessing, is not as high. I honestly don't know. I haven't spoken with the boys about it, but I'm gonna assume that the tournament style is gonna be better for scæry and Enforcer. They're gonna get another goal here. They bring that one around. And
scæry strikes back.
To win.
He's tired of the physical play against him. He finds and heat seeks Porklet out, just nudges him away from the trajectory of the ball, and the ball is allowed to fall straight in for their third goal.
I feel like aggressive play style is rewarded even more so. It's rewarded pretty well already in standard like soccer play, but here with the shorter play field and how quick the ball is getting up and down the court, getting somebody demoed off of the court ends up opening up a lot bigger opportunity than it would in standard 3v3.
That cute little touch from Enforcer forces Tool to back up. It's bouncing off the rim. Porklet's going to be the first one on it. Sends it to the ceiling. Does the defense have any response? Porklet saves it!
No!
You hate to see it. I think he had all of the defense beat with that move.
Yeah, he definitely had that shot. If he was out of the way, that ball went in.
Lobbed. Over one. Porklet's chasing it on 0. See if he can get the pass. He just takes the shot right to the middle of the net. Both scæry and Enforcer did not see that one coming. Enforcer had the back wall guarded. scæry rolls into the defense just a little bit late. But an excellent shot from Porklet. I think everyone knew that he was on 0 boost, and they're like, what is he going to do? Shoot it? And then he shot it.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just do that. Sometimes you just have to shoot the ball. So it's a weird thing that comes up every now and then. It's a odd requirement.
Porklet to the sidewalk. Tool going to get the ball taken off of his hood. Porklet with a huge pinch, but no. Enforcer takes it away. However, that goes all the way back to orange half. Enforcer lifting it up. Can't find a way around Porklet, but scæry's going to be the first one on this. Gets blocked away by Tool. Now Porklet from underneath. Taking it up the sidewall. He's uncontested so far. Nice block from scæry. He read the path to the net, but that shot is so low, and not only does Tool take the shot, Porklet's on the backboard. What can you do as Enforcer underneath the net? You just got to jump and pray.
Yeah, this one is just so low, right above that rim. Porklet's there, so you have to pay attention to him. Where is he coming from? And by the time you figure out where he's at and you try to respect him, you forgot about the ball, and you have no time left to get to it.
Hey, Face, thanks so much for the 25 months, man. He says just over 2 years, hoops pog. Face, we appreciate you. Oh, Tool, no, man. Like, what happened to the defense? They're, like, just cowering inside the net. They don't want to move forward or backward. Enforcer is aiming his car right at scæry. He has the rim to deal with. scæry is expecting a touch from Enforcer, I believe. But that's going to be the easy lob shot from Tool, and it just falls in. We got another friendship, though, and I think another one after this.
I'm just going to go with you and say yes, because I actually don't know that rotation myself. Tool looking for that back touch. Going to give an opportunity for Porklet with a creative shot there, and another opportunity for Tool to get a touch.
He selflessly passes it to Porklet, and it scores. He pays with his life, but that setup was too good for Porklet to say no. Indeed, Enforcer was coming down from the back wall. He just jumps a little bit too soon. That's still a savable shot, but he has to move very, very precisely. He can't afford to make a mistake.
I went with you. You lied to me.
I lied to you. I'm sorry.
You led me astray.
I try to keep track of how the kickoffs go, but so they're on a rotation of every 5. if the first kickoff is going to be the same as the 6th kickoff, the same as the 11th kickoff, and so on. So if you see a kickoff at the beginning, you know that another one's coming. Ooh, good dribble from Porklet. He knew he had to go straight up and up and up to get it around Enforcer, but the pass to Tool, oh, Tool just shoots it wide. Tussle in the corner. Scæry pushes it forward. Now down to Enforcer. Enforcer back to Scæry. I think Scary is going to have to fight for the ball instead, and Porklet pushes it forward. 10 seconds to go for 2 goals for Get Clipped On. Going to be impossible, I think. 1 goal, although, would be a lot, I think, for their morale. Enforcer off the rim. Upward. Scæry with the flip. Lays it in, but a saved away from Porklet. Porklet says, no way. I think Scary is going to put this into his own net. He tried. He does have 1 more touch to send it down, and that's going to be Zoo. Team Zoo winning Game 2. We're going into Game 3.
I mean, that save was nuts from Tool, but that cross-body touch from Scæry is disgusting, and that's the second time we've seen him go for that. He converted one of them in the first round, and then went for it again there. That one didn't turn into anything, but it was just as disgusting.
I'm excited for Game 3. This is already a really promising series. Super, super close between these two teams. Get Clipped On. They've got the hoops experience, but they don't have I think the level of teamwork that Zoo has. While Zoo, I mean, we've seen them just bully, absolutely just dominate Get Clipped On in the physical game, pushing them every which way so that it manipulates them into doing what they want. Scæry's lobbed it up. Enforcer, no tap from him. It's going to be up to Scæry instead. Scæry's going to go for the dribble and just demos Porklet in the air. It's not very often we see an air dribble demo, but Scæry, he must have been really, really moving. What can you do as Porklet underneath here to avoid Scæry's car? You're already too low, and Scæry just is a heat-seeking missile to wipe you out.
Intentional all the way through.
No doubt.
You can see him spin off, bring the nose down, and just lock in that touch to get the demo.
Oh, that's
nice
nasty.
Touch into the ceiling. Great heads-up play there. Defense probably expecting him to try and either do a pinch down or bring that one off the backboard as a pass. He's instead going to carry it right into that transition and just get it to waterfall straight down into the net. Great touch from him.
Hey, nice use of terminology. Waterfall. Everyone in the chat knows exactly what that means. And that's a friendship that finally succeeded. Get Clipped On. Let's see that again from their perspective. Scæry perfectly around Porklet. I think Porklet drove a little bit too far, or Tool turned too far into him. The way they're doing the friendship where they have both players turn, I think it's got too many moving parts to be really, really consistent. The people that perform it on a regular basis I know would disagree with me, but I think Enforcer and Scæry are showing tonight that you got a consistency for the friendship kickoff is a little bit more valued. Enforcer on a retreating save finds a way to get back to Scæry. Scæry's lifted it up. No block for him on the Tool. Enforcer down to Porklet. Porklet's going to lift it up. Not high enough. Scæry, big clear for him. Tool doing all he can to deflect that away from his net. Sends it to the corner. Scæry is prowling. Enforcer takes the shot. Now Porklet. Once again for that dribble. These guys, they just seem like they want to dribble relentlessly over and over again. There's so many possibilities you can open up with the dribble. You can go for those air dribble bumps. You can just continue to carry the ball higher and higher until you beat all of the defenders. Or you can fake the ball. You can hit it up and then act like you're going to continue the dribble and then just let it drop in instead. We have yet to see a lot of faking play, but the air dribble bumps from Scæry, they seem like they're uncounterable.
When you can solo somebody out like that, that really is. If they're going to hit you and you can get ahead of the ball and the ball's already on target, that is one of the situations. You see it a lot in like ones tournaments. It is a unbeatable feat if they're able to pull it off. If they can get the ball on target and get ahead of it, it's just so hard to do anything about it.
It's certainly not easy to pull off, though. It requires just an unbelievable amount of ball control and car control so that you put the ball exactly where you mean to, and then you go in front of it, just like you mentioned, and swat the car away. You have to know where your opponent is going to be as well. There's a lot going on. Scæry isn't moving. I wonder if he's in trouble. He just lost connection, I think. Man, you hate to see it in the final match. So it's going to be up to Enforcer to try to defend as much as he can.
Man, he's back.
Maybe just in time. Can he get there? He cannot.
Oh,
That's
almost.
unfortunate. That's going to tie it up, though, for Team Zoo. We like to think in our modern world that the internet is the solution to a lot of our problems, but the internet's got problems of its own sometimes. The scæry is kicked from the match.
Left match rather than lost connection.
Yeah,
is that how it reads?
Maybe he was like frozen. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the internet. It was like his game crashed or something.
That, or I'm wondering if something else like happened at the house and he was just AFK for enough seconds that it timed it out.
Porklet around the corner. Enforcer sending it back to the same corner. He's trying to land another 50, but Tool takes the shot nice and low. scæry's going to be on the dribble next. What can he do with 48 boost? He's carrying it up and up and up. Tries to get one more block. Enforcer, if he had removed that defender, I think we have a different ball game. And Enforcer's got it lifted up towards the target. Porklet sends it onward. Now it's up to Enforcer. He's letting it run up the wall. He knows that the wall is one of the safest places, but that 50, not exactly what he wanted. He doesn't get one more touch, but he does find the boost on the way. Maybe one more for him. Nobody finds it. He lifts it up. It's not on target yet, but Enforcer is just constantly on top of this ball. You could say even ball chasing as he continues to drive around the ball forward and backwards. That was a really creative flick from scæry. That is wild. He just baffled the defense there. They had no idea what he was up to.
Yeah, he got that right past Porklet. Tool did not expect that whatsoever. That was a disgusting flick from scæry as he puts that one in. Tool, you could see him freeze for just a second in net trying to figure out like, yeah, can I get to this? I don't, what's happening? Somebody please help me.
Tool
Ooh.
Tossed out of the way of his double tap. scæry trying that same flick, I think, but it's going to go back to Enforcer. This is exactly what Enforcer wants. He's going for the air dribble, tries to dunk it off of Tool's car, but it deflects off the rim. scæry now to the sidewall. Porklet finding Tool underneath. They've scored with this sort of pass before, but now it's up to scæry as he clears it away. One more touch from him. He finds it! Tool, a valiant save as he kicks it just over the rim. Now to the ceiling. Enforcer looking for Tool.
Boost.
He landed that with 12. That's crazy. He's still hurting.
Both of those times he's down to 12 boosts. Still on 0 here. Yeah, he's just struggling to get anything as they continue to starve them, win all the corners. Pass up to Porklet, though, looking for a creative second touch there off that back wall.
I think you're onto something. It seems like Enforcer and scæry are really winning the boost game. They're starving out Tool and Porklet. It always seems like only one of the two has boost at any given moment. Now Enforcer looking for the dunk. He doesn't need to.
Yep.
Too hard off of the ceiling, I think. Just such a powerful hit from him. Porklet didn't see Enforcer coming. Brutal.
And Zookeepers, that's a play, right? That right there is something you do time and time again in standard. That across the mid pass, inside pass play. Here, though, there's not a lot of space to get that done. If you're not doing that coming out of your own corner and really kind of getting it there quickly, you can't have too much forward momentum. It really kind of has to be almost a 90-degree cut into the midfield. Otherwise, you put it at a ton of risk, which we saw will turn into a goal in your net.
Well, Zoo is going to need a goal, and soon. Tool has lifted it up. He takes one more touch, but I think this is going to be scæry's ball, and I think he can hold on to the ball just until the time runs out. Enforcer takes a shot. scæry's going for the dunk. No touch from him means the goal is going to be going Enforcer's way. Really, really cool play. A pass into the corner, but that lob shot certainly unexpected from the likes of Tool, and Tool has to deal with his own rim right above his head. That's certainly going to be the game. We get one more friendship for the road, but get clipped on is wanted, I think. Ooh. Demo off of the friendship.
But still a goal. Oh, no, it's going to be off the rim.
Not wanting to let the game just carry on. Yep, they let it drop down, get clipped on, winning the series. Excellent, excellent hoops from them. They're going to be moving on to play against the winner of Croissant and what's the face that's like a colon and a slash? It's like a not a frowning face, but like a disappointed face. You know?
I'm disappointed that I don't know the name of this face.